Hi. The Parashiot from the book of Genesis that we know so well, in particular this one of Bereshit, gives us the opportunity to further study some of the well-known passages. And in that way, to make this wonderful yearly encounter with the Torah something useful, something interesting and expanding that will expand our horizons and understanding of our sources. In this Shabbat's Torah portion of Parashat Bereshit, in Genesis 1:28, there's a wonderful word in Hebrew, vechiv shuha. And that word connects to the concept of to conquer, like in war, for example. But the commentators, including Rashi and others, will immediately say, well, really, it doesn't really mean to conquer in a sense of going to war, but really this directs to the unique intellectual ability that human beings have over nature. And that's something that we either take up for granted or we really do not understand. We're not talking about here of the power for destruction. We're talking about here about the power to understand our environment and to make the most out of it. In other words, in the original plan of God to humanity is that we should not just live by nature and let nature do what nature does. That's not the plan. The plan is go and intervene and make it productive and make it useful and get in this relationship with nature where we, through our intellect and capabilities, can make the most out of that without destroying it, of course, but at the same time, not letting just grow without control. Why not? Well, theologically, because it will be in our best interest to understand nature not as a deity. And therefore, to give control to nature, the water, the fire, earth, trees, will mean to be somehow a deviation from our tradition that we only have one God to serve. So this idea of human superiority over nature is really about the intelligence in which we can use and manipulate nature for the benefit of humanity. It does not mean really to conquer, destroy, and abuse. And it is through that intelligence and that ability that we can make nature not into a deity, but something that serves humanity and human purposes. It has been incredible this few months of perhaps less activity outdoors. We have witnessed how nature has begun to grow in its own rhythm. We have seen even around our synagogue animals that were hardly saw before. And certainly we have seen trees and vegetation grow wild. The Torah says today, go out, make it useful to you. Don't let it grow indiscriminate. Interact with nature. That's your mandate. So I hope to see you this Shabbat in Shul or through Zoom. We're celebrating the bar mitzvah of Nick Gray, a wonderful student of our school. He's fully prepared. He read Torah today, Thursday, and he will be reading Torah on Shabbat, 7th Aliyah, and Maftir and Haftorah. He has prepared a wonderful speech, and we just are delighted to begin the first reading, Parashat Bereshit, with a bar mitzvah or a bat mitzvah, and in essence, transmitting this wonderful wisdom forward to the next generation. Be well, and Shabbat Shalom.